By the way, you bring up labels, and for the first time you mentioned Channelnomics, which I probably should have mentioned earlier. Uh, Now, you rebranded that pretty recently, right? So it was
Yeah,
2112 Group, and
it was.
now it's Channelnomics. And when did you found 2112 Group? That's probably what, 10 years ago at this point?
Uh, well, as Spinal Tap would say, we go all the way to 11. So yeah, see, we yeah, I founded the 2112 group in 2010, August. In fact, August 1st, 2010. Um, we are still, I guess you could say officially, we are still 2112. We are our legal entity is, our legal name is 2112 Enterprises. So, but we adopted, we've always had both brands, 2112 Group and Channelnomics, and they were operating side by side. Channelnomics was our media brand. 2112 was our consulting brand, and we've merged the two of them. So we no longer do media per se. It's not a core, it's not something that we sell. We focus in on our consulting and our research services, and Channelnomics just had a stronger brand presence, so we just consolidated into that one last year, or I'm sorry, not last year, earlier this year.
And side note, but your company's growing, isn't it? I think your headcount's gone up and you have more resources than ever.
Substantially. I feel quite fortunate. We've been doing well for a long time, but like a lot of consulting firms is, particularly boutique consulting firms, we are, somewhat constrained by capacity. And over the past couple of years, we've been expanding our capacity as our demand for our services have increased. But we've been growing since, we've been on a pretty steady double-digit growth curve since 2018. And we're on track this year. I think this year we're probably going to grow at least 50% this year. So it's not, it's not hockey stick growth, but it's respectable for a company like ours.
And your client base is typically manufacturers in technology, or is it distributors as well?
We work with distributors around the world. We work essentially, we work with anyone that is either creating or distributing a product. So our clients range from hardware and software companies, cloud services, telephony, or telecom services, to distributors. We work with a number of the leading distributors around the world. And we also work with some non-technology manufacturers. So we've done work outside of the technology business. And so it's our concern is not necessarily the technology or even the size. Our largest customers are global 100 companies. We've worked with, if you look, I'm not going to say who they are, but if you look at the technology companies in the Fortune 10, we've worked with all of them. Our concern is really to help companies, whether they're established or whether they're starting out, to figure out their optimal routes to market and how to best apply the different levers, pull on the different levers to get the results they're looking for.
Now, just out of curiosity, how would you compare yourself to a group like Forrester?
Well, Forrester's not necessarily a consulting firm. They're an analyst firm. So they're not really we don't do the same thing as Forrester or Gartner. So Forrester, Gartner, IDC, they have substantial channel practices. They all do different things. But we don't. I mean, our entire focus is on indirect routes to market. We don't do anything else. And we provide advising, design services, advising services to channel leadership, diagnostics, and original research. So we're the people, ironically, there are consulting firms out there that we know, and again, I won't name them, but very large consulting firms that when they get channel jobs, they typically call us for help.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Well, why wouldn't they?
Well, yeah, I mean, we're the pros at this. I mean, and this is, and look, we're not unique. There are a number of fine companies that we actually compete with, but we all do different things. So, we have variations of the things we do. But yeah, but it's the Forrester's a fine company. They have, you know, some great insights, and there's some things like with it, like any way, you know, with any level of, you know, in the market, we have different points of view as well. And I think that that's one of the things that that channel leaders and companies come to Channelnomics for, is because we are not the conventional point of view. We typically will look for the outliers and being able and providing, we do, one of the things we're known for is providing candid feedback and candid insights, unique insights into what's happening in the market relative contextually to to the companies that we're working with.